Welcome back to my channel. In this video we will learn about the conditional statements in Python. So these conditional statements are basically the building block, or you can say the backbone of any programming languages. Whether you write a simplest program, you have to use these conditional statements somehow to enable your computer to do particular work on some scenario. These conditional statements basically enable your computer to take decisions based upon certain scenarios. We also encounter such conditions in our daily life. For example, if it is raining heavily outside and I go outside, what will I do? I have two choices. Whether or I may go inside the home, or I should take an umbrella and go outside. So at that point, our mind has taken some decisions, and the decision is taken upon the scenario that it is raining heavily. So this is basically the concept of the conditional statement, to enable computer to take decisions based upon certain scenarios. So we will see the syntax and also write some program of the conditional statements inside the Python. So open up your example.py file that we made. So this is basically the basic syntax of the conditional statement. First we have to write this if statement, then there's a condition which will be evaluated, on which the computer will make decision. If this condition is true, whatever here inside the if block will be executed, and if it is false, the interpreter will not execute this line. It will go to this else block and execute this output. So let's make a program that will which will enable computer to decide between the two numbers, that which is greater and which is smaller. So first of all, for that we have to take two variables, just initialize them. This is how we initialize variables inside the Python. It is really easy. This equal to is basically the assigning operator and is used to assign some values to a variable. So in order to make computer to decide between them, we have to do this: if x is greater than y, print x is greater. Else mean that if this is not greater than y. Y is greater. Now if I execute it, so let's see what we get. So it is giving us y is greater. So what is happening? Interpreter will go to this if statement and see that here we have written that x is greater than y. So as you can see that x is not greater than y, as x is equal to 4 and y is equal to 5. So this if statement will give us a false output. And what does this false mean? That whatever written inside this block of the else if statement will not be executed. Rather, that the interpreter will go to the else block and execute its output, which is y is greater. Now if I make this if statement true, we will have a different output. This else output, where the output of this else block would not be shown, but we have the output of that if statement, except that. For example, if I make it true by just doing this, x is equal to 6, now if statement will become true and we will get x is equal to greater. So here it is. So you see I have put some indentation or spacing here. So basically Python is an indentation based language. This indentation basically tells the interpreter that whatever after the if or else block is written in the indentation belongs to that if statement. So whatever we write after the if statement or else statement in the indentation is a part of that if statement or else statement respectively. For example, if I just print here hello world inside the else block, hello, just print hello, and in order to execute else block, I have to make this if condition false, and that is x is less than 3, and F5 to run the program. Okay, so I am getting the output of this this else block. So what if I write this hello outside the else block? In order to do that, I have to just cancel out this indentation. Now run it. We are having the same output. So let me clear it. So what if make this if statement false first. 6. So what you guys should think should happen? This if statement would be false, would be true. If statement would be true, and whatever inside the if should be printed, but this hello would also be printed this time, because this hello is not a part of the else block, it is part of the program. So whatever is the part of the program, must be executed. What if I write this hello inside some block? then its output will be dependent upon the on the output of the if or else block. For example, if I write it inside the else or if block, it will only be executed if the if statement is true or false, depending upon this place where we have written it. But here it is a part of the main program. It is not dependent upon the if statement, so even if the if statement is true or false, it will be executed. So here we can see that if statement is true, so if I execute it, the print hello will also be executed. You see, it is executed. So that's all for the conditional statements. After that, there are also other statements, such as there are multiple if statements, and if we will study them in the coming video. So that's all for today. Play around with it. We will meet in the next video.